to the first part and photo diary from our Arran adventure. And of course, with any adventure, getting there is the first part. Ballachulish. The name Ballachulish means the village by the Narrows. The Narrows in question is the mouth of Loch Leven. The principal industry is now tourism, although more visitors pass swiftly by the village itself. As there was no road to the head of Loch Leven until 1927, the Ballachulish Ferry, established in 1733, and those at Invercoe, Callert and Caolas were essential. Ballachulish Ferry closed in December 1975 when the Ballachulish Bridge finally opened. Diary, 4th of October 2019. Ballachulish. I picked up Lindsay from work and we headed off for our longer donder. We are planning a long drive tonight to make it less of a drive tomorrow. We stopped off in Ness to eat and then off down the A82. We are taking this route instead of the normally accepted way just for a change. It took an hour to get fed in Inverness instead of the usual 20 minutes or so we're going to be later arriving than planned. At around about 10:30 p.m, I decided I'd had enough driving. So we chucked what little plan we had for this evening out of the window and decided to stop. We stopped, looked for a place and picked tonight's overnight park up at Ballachulish. Skipness Castle. Skipness Castle stands on the east side of the Kintyre peninsula in Scotland, near the village of Skipness. The main structure of the castle was built in the early 13th century by the Clan MacSween, with later fortifications and other additions made to the castle through the 13th, 14th and 16th centuries. The castle was garrisoned with royal troops in 1494 during King James IV's suppression of the Isles. During the Wars of the Three Kingdoms in 1646, the castle was besieged. The castle was abandoned in the 17th century. The Green Lady of Skipness Castle is said to haunt the location. 5th of October 2019. Skipness Castle. Let's talk about plans. Our original plan was to head for Crinan, but as you see, that has changed. No idea why we really bother with a plan, so here's what happened. We decided to head for Crinan as planned, and we turned it to a lunch stop and head for the ferry. At Crinan we had lunch and a walk to collect a geocache. We spoke to the Mars, a sailing club, who were sailing their radio-controlled boats on the Lochen by the canal. We also watched a small boat come through the locks. Before heading to the ferry at Clonegg, I checked the CalMac app. The ferry is now leaving from Tarbet. We headed there. Lindsay spent some time exploring the shops while I listened to the radio. At this point, thinking about the ferry and Lindsay, Tarbet to Loch Ranza is after all an hour and a half, and Lindsay is not that good a sailor, especially on small boats. So the plan changed again. We decided to wait until tomorrow and head for Skipness instead. What a place! What a find, well worth a visit. Lovely old trees surround the car park, and an ancient avenue leads up to the castle and chapel beyond. You can still climb the castle tower onto the roof, with magnificent views even in the murky weather. We did not intend to come here, but a very nice unplanned spot. In the evening it was time to chill and enjoy the first dram of the holiday in my new nosing glass. Of October 2019. Today is a day that finished on plan, just not on time. It's a day early, but who's counting? We decided in the morning to go for a walk to see the burn in full spate, having visited the castle the previous day. We also collected another geocache. There is another close by, but it is very, very wet and difficult to access, so it can stay there until the next time we visit. Anyway, it is time for us to head to the ferry. The bird and wildlife lists for this trip are listed below in the description of the video. I'm sorry, but it has to be this way. On a 10-11 day trip, we have seen a lot of birds and a lot of wildlife. But why not join us in video on Friday and over the coming weeks to see the birds and wildlife we saw whilst on Arran. for watching Desmond Stonders. We'll hope you'll join us again for more photos, waffle and video as we travel around Scotland. Bye for now.